One of the big reasons why this tower was built was actually a bit of a flex. So the leaders at the time, they just conquered Palermo in Sicily. And as a flex and to show off their spoils of war and the newfound riches they had this tower built, right? And I've come to learn that a lot of the time when you try to flex in success or in a win and you revel in a win and you want to let everyone know about it, sometimes it can backfire in your face, talking shit and things like that, and talking smack, and that can sometimes work on your advantage, and sometimes that even to yourself can G you up and get you more motivated for things. But it's definitely something I've learned over the years, that flexing to show off or to show that you can win generally backfires, and karma finds a way to bring you crashing back down to earth. So this building was actually built as a flex, right? It was built to show off to other people, and it was actually going to collapse but for the war that they had in Italy that delayed its construction by about 100 years, which meant that the foundation somewhat stabilized slightly and managed to kind of hold it in place. But again, the key lesson there is that showing off and wanting to flex can sometimes be good, but a lot of the time it can backfire. Now, of course, you can sit here and say, well, look, it's still standing and it's one of the most famous tourist attractions in Italy. But again, it's just a timely reminder to be careful and to be aware and prudent when trying to flex or show off or to do grand gestures, that sometimes it can backfire, and to be ready for that, be able to take that flack, because a lot of people can't. A lot of people, in the face of flack and stick and critique and criticism and ultimately harsh feedback, they can crumble and they can actually not want to progress or to work as hard as they once did. I've definitely had that. I've had flack and some bad things said, and sometimes it can stifle you. You can think, hang on, why do you want to do that again? You've just been burnt, and it's a very human reaction to not want to do something that's just burnt you and do that again. I think ultimately going to flex and you're going to push hard to show off or to enjoy and revel in a win, be aware that might happen. Be aware that flex might backfire. But that's fine. Part of being a leader, part of being a strong character, part of being a boss, and part of living your boss edge is not being afraid of any backlash or any setbacks you might have, because guess what? You just get back on the horse and you do it all over again. So you build another tower, you go out and conquer again, you go out and conquer another place, you bounce back, and you don't let that deter you. And that's very, very important, both in terms of inner game, so your mindset, your thoughts, philosophy, and principles, which underpin what you do, and your outer game, in terms of how you actually execute your mission and your day-to-day purpose on a daily basis.